Hello and welcome to another episode of Case of the Golden Idol. I'm Bring Stabbity, the stabbiest stab that ever stabbity'd, and we are here with my buddy Nweis. Say hello.
Hello, I'm pleased to be with you all by Vectron's Golden Wings.
Yes, we have been hailing Vectron recently. Anyway, it seems like the cult is getting scammed by some of its members, and I'm here for it. Anyway, let's get into it with case number 9, The Ascent. The interrupted weekend at the doctor's salon. My oh my.
This doesn't look great.
No, it does not. This guy looks familiar. Do we not have him? Dear friend, the elections are over, so let's uphold tradition and have a leisurely weekend at my place with you and Leopold to discuss the Prime Minister's situation. Please join us on May 12th.
I didn't get the entire middle of let's uphold the tradition, silence, with you and Leopold to discuss the. That was annoying. Oh well.
All right, let me pause the recording and troubleshoot Discord. All right, now we have Discord's noise suppression cut off, and we should not have any further problems. Elections are over. Yeah.
There's still some setting which is causing trouble because now we have Discord's noise suppression silence.
Wait, what?
There was still a problem with
Okay, pausing again. Okay, attempt number 2. Let's see if we fixed it again. Dear friend, the elections are over, so let's uphold tradition and have a leisurely weekend at my place with you and Leopold to discuss the Prime Minister's situation. Please join us on May 12th. Kindly confirm your presence, Dr. James Turner. Alright, and he got... looks like he got stabbed in the forehead. A clean small sword, but he did not get stabbed by this one. Listen, apologies for the shouting match yesterday. Let's continue our discussion at noon. Leo. Okay. So...
there's still something on his body you didn't check.
Okay, so the something is the murder weapon. The Blum is where he was murdered, body was found by so-and-so. Okay. Alright, here we go. Tea house, chess house, croquet field, library, salon, flower beds, more flower beds, fountain. Got a nice map of the place. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. Oh Lord, I did not expect something like this in our household. Right. Some sort of
there's
worker.
still something you didn't click on him.
Yep. Slightly grassy garden shears. Okay, so he appears to be the gardener. Is that, is that Brian? Don't think so, but... this is such a mess. However, we will clean the blood out of the rug. Priorities! Yes, he's got priorities.
Much like that pilot.
Yes, much like that pilot. Ha! Leopold, your plan to frame Patu is sublime, but your missing button is more than enough proof that you did it. Constable, please escort this man out. A ring with a ruby. A clean doctor's scalpel. A clean small sword. So that is the doctor. Turn to scenario selection.
With the same face, no less.
With the same face, no less. So that is none other than James Turner.
Who invited the victim to the party, so...
who did invite the victim to the party. So he is none other than... What? Seriously, can I not pull it from here? Ah, annoying. Alright, whatever. A full glass of sherry. An almost empty glass of sherry. Spilled sherry. Okay, oops. A fallen bottle of sherry. There we are. James, this is preposterous. What was that?
There's a valley girl here at this party, then?
A spilled
Sherry,
bottle of
after
sherry. Yes.
Sherry is a cliched valley girl name, isn't it?
Maybe? I don't know. I'm not really down with the whole Valley Girl thing. So, yeah. I just know they talk like this. James.
Okay.
James, this is preposterous. You know damn well that he was killed by that Lemurian savage. He came from Lemuria? Really? The, mythical land in the, Indian Ocean, I believe? A clean smallsword. Dear friend, now that the elections are over, please join me for a leisurely weekend at my manor, with good old Augustus and some other fine fellows. We'll have some drinks and discuss what to do about that prime minister position. Kindly confirm your presence, Dr. James Turner. Alright, so... I'm thinking old Ben Franklin here might be Augustus.
Oh, and there's something on Ben Franklin's hand that you didn't check.
Yep. This is outrageous! I thought you were an honorable man, Leopold. Not some Aquitanian agent trying to sabotage our friendly relations with Lemuria and provoke a conflict.
You never can trust those French.
Never. A clean smallsword. This clue's been added to the thinking panel. He stole his life just like that. The doctor is a smart man since he saw through his lies. Dear friend, at one of the balls you said that you would love to meet someone actually interesting. I'm having a weekend of drinks at my manor and a prince from the 11th clan of Lemuria will be joining us. Please do us the honor of your company too. Kindly confirm your presence, Dr. James Turner. A clean smallsword. Okay. Huh. I hope the host did not notice me when he was leaning over the sleeping eye patch gentleman. Random hobo. A brown stone slate seal. A spicy smelling ornamental box. A clean Lemurian war club. That appears to be Patu. Dear Prince, I heard that you got invited to party by the director of Seven Seas Company himself. I know you hate associating with these invaders and thieves, but this might be just the opportunity that we seek to reclaim our honor. Dear Prince, as you know, I am a great aficionado of Lemurian culture. It would be my pleasure to invite a member of the Patu clan to attend a leisurely weekend at my estate with some of our own political dignitaries. Kindly confirm your presence, Dr. James Turner. So that appears to be Patu, and we have a serious lack of names. Alright, boomerang. Huh. Ah, a button. Does he have a missing button? Yeah. There should be a button right there. And it isn't. And it matches the button here. Hope the host did not notice me when he was leaning over the sleeping eye patch gentleman. Huh. Okay. Oh God, believe me, my lord, I do not feel comfortable arresting a prime ministerial candidate, but I must ask you to follow me. Arthur Faulkner. Ooh, clue has been added to the thinking panel. There we go. That is where we have all of the names. Darn it. Let's... Actually, I'll just move Arthur. There. No, that doesn't help us. That does not help us. I want some other random clue. The seals of the 12 Lemurian clans. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, what? 1? Oh. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're missing the 12th seal, which is here. A brown stone slate seal. 2 hands holding an axe, with 2 triangles, 6, and a 5 in the middle, so 11. So that is the seal of the 11th clan, and that is the seal of the 12th clan, which is 4 triangles of 3 each. Okay, so Patu...
And you know how a hand is 5 and an axe is 1 in the visual iconography.
Ah, yes, okay. There we go. A hand is 5 and an axe is 1, yes. 2 hands is 10. A bug is 6. 2 bugs, right. A bug is 6 because it has 6 legs. So an axe is 1 because it's 1, sure. That is 3 of something, and I have no idea.
They look
what.
like acorns to me.
Same to me. 4, that looks like a pig that has 4 legs. 5 is 5
or a dog or a beast. Just say a beast, and we can, because you know, making anything further than that is a little vague.
Speaking of beasts, are you familiar with the 3 legendary beasts of Johto from Pokemon?
No.
Okay, so Raikou, Entei, Suicune. There's arguments, you know, are they the 3 legendary cats? Are they the 3 legendary dogs? Because one of them is definitely cat-like, one of them's definitely dog-like, the other one's like kind of in between. So, you know, there's arguments which one it should be. Ultimately, everyone just accepted that they're legendary beasts as opposed to legendary dogs or legendary cats. But I was reading a guide at one point and some guy said, you know what? Until you guys figure it out, I'm just gonna call them the legendary gerbils.
Cute.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. 4-legged beast, 5 fingers on a hand, 6 legs on a bug, or on an insect specifically. 3 arrows, shooting a beast. 2 beasts with 8 legs total. An insect and 3 acorns for 9. 2 hands for 10, and 2 insects for 12. Interesting. And of course we are missing the boomerang here, which was used to hit old Ben Franklin in the head.
Yep.
Psychoactive plants. Drugged symptoms. There we go. And, I guess I'll leave Patu there for now. Ignore that, and let's head back to the testimonies. Leopold. Oh boy, we're going to be playing this kind of logic puzzle. Claims that he had a glass of sherry with James in the library and became drowsy. As he was falling asleep, saw the Lemurian observing him through the glass door. Woke up, found the butler on the floor, asleep. Woke up the butler, entered the salon, and found the body. Upon inspecting the weapon, deduced that the Lemurian was the murderer. Instructed the butler to raise the alarm. Okay.
Because obviously nobody with the Lemurian would use a Lemurian boomerang to commit murder.
Yes. Gideon claims that played croquet with Aragon in the morning. They got bored and went to drink tea in the tea house. Aragon drew his attention to the interesting design of the chess house. Saw Lord Alistair Cock lecture the butler. Saw Master Turner come to the chess house and send the butler away just as Aragon was remarking on the beauty of the chess house. Okay, started talking. Saw Lord Alistair Cock lecture the butler. Saw Master Turner come to the chess house and send the butler away. Okay. Just as Aragon was remarking on the beauty of the chess house. Saw Lord Alistair leave the chess house and return shortly afterwards. Ergen. Slightly difficult to understand what he says, potentially because he has challenges with our language. Claim that everything young Master Bell says is absolutely correct. Okay, well that, at least we know that Aragon Patou.
We know Leopold Koch is a name, so.
Yes.
No, not Leopold Koch. Leopold was God, Alistair Koch, actually. Sorry.
Yes. And we don't have Alistair. That's fine. Oops. He says everything young Master Bell. So I'm going to assume Gideon Bell is, or that Gideon is Bell, because he was with Aragon. So,
right.
Gideon Bell for now. James claims that he drank.
And we know James Turner.
True.
So.
James Turner.
And
claims,
we can mark his name even because we see his.
That's right. James Turner was the Doctor.
Yes.
Right there. James Turner. Actually, I'll just bump you up away from Gideon Bell since we have you. I'll even put you above Aragon Patou since I'm positive about James Turner and I'm like 95% sure about Aragon Patou. Right. James claims that he drank a glass of sour sherry with Blanchard in the library in the morning. Then he went to the chess house where he found Lord Alistair and the butler. Ordered the butler to clean up the library and get rid of the bad sherry. Spent the rest of the time playing chess with Alistair until the alarm was raised. Nota bene, as the master of the house, he led the interrogation of the suspects. Went to the chess house where he found Lord Alistair with the butler. Went to the chest house where he found Lord Alistair with the butler. Lecture the butler. Saw Master Turner come out of the chess house.
Send the butler away.
Send the butler away. I am annoyed. I know the puzzle is just get the names together, but yeah, very annoying. Claims that in the morning he practiced chess at the chess house and educated the butler on his lack of military training. Sometime in the afternoon, Dr. Turner arrived and sent the butler away. They played together and he was very close to winning when the alarm was raised. Okay.
We also know Alistair Cock, so...
Yes. Just go here. And I did say Gideon Bell, correct?
Correct. Why, we also know who Alistair Cock is.
That's right, but I do need to jump back to the previous scenario. Alright. He is, the one with the jowls.
Sort of bug-eyed, jowly, and mustachioed.
Yes. That would be him. Hold. Alistair Buck. Thought you were an honorable man, Leopold. James, this is preposterous. You know damn well he was killed by that Lemurian savage. This is outrageous, Leopold, so... Eye Patch is Leopold. Doctor is a smart man since he saw through his lies. Frame Patu is sublime, but your missing button is more than enough proof that you did it.
Take a look at that poster again, if you will.
Yeah. Psychoactive plants, drugged symptoms, spotty onion, an illusion of unity with the universe, increased appetite, hiccups, black poppy, sleepiness, whites of eyes get a pink tint, Lemurian lichen, hyperconcentration on one thing, loss of perception of time, rapid blinking, red berry, surge of energy, vocalization of all your thoughts, twitching, aggression. Okay. Well, black poppy might explain the drowsiness after drinking the bad sherry.
Well, let's take a look at Leopold then, since it says there's a...
Hey, red eyes. Okay.
Let's take a look at all the faces again and see if we can notice any symptoms that are...
Whites of eyes get a pink tint, and rapid eye blinking. Okay.
Or hiccups or twitching, so...
Hiccups, twitching, whites of eyes with pink tint.
He just seems normal.
Yeah. Oh, definitely pink eyes. Definitely pink eyes. Okay. Cloudy eyes, or does he just have them recessed?
He just has narrow eyes.
Okay. Pink eye. And if you've seen South Park, you know what pink eye actually is.
His eyes look freaky, but then he always is sort of bug-eyed, so...
Yep. Rapid blinking. Lemurian lichen. Hyperconcentration on one thing. Loss of perception of time. Okay. So he got some Lemurian lichen. Nothing, nothing exceptional there.
Constable doesn't appear to be drugged.
Nope. So we got 2 instances of Black Poppy and 1 of Lemurian Lichen. Didn't really see any twitching or hiccups, at least none that I could really tell. I mean, that might be hiccups, but I doubt it.
Yeah. I think that's just talking.
Okay. Location of each suspect when the body was found. Oh my. Oh my. The butler, the doctor, the loyalist, the general, the young man, the prince. Oh boy. Okay. Well, this is gonna be a slightly tough one. I just need to click there. Right. Claims that served Lord Alistair in the chess house in the morning. His master arrived and instructed him to dispose of the spoilt sherry that he, I'm assuming, and Lord Leopold had drunk, and then go assist Mr. Spade in the garden. Wow. Really? Mr. Spade? Your gardener's name is on point. On entering the library to take away the glasses, found Lord Leopold asleep. Suddenly was overcome by dizziness and fainted due to his weak heart. Was woken by Lord Leopold and instructed to raise the alarm. Then saw the deceased lying in the salon.
Oh yes, fainted due to his weak heart. Yeah.
Yeah. Billion.
You know why he actually was unconscious, right?
Not, I mean, hang on. I mean, he drank some of the sherry, clearly.
Exactly. But he's covering up that instead of just disposing of it, he actually drank some of the booze.
Yep. All right. Anyway, back to the list. So yeah, Podrick, we can tell, is the butler, and Billiam, planted and pruned all morning by the chrysanthemum bush, saw the young gentleman and the foreigner leave the croquet and go behind the manor. In the afternoon, moved to the rose bush. From there, saw Lord Augustus leave the fountain around noon. Continued his work on the roses until the alarm was raised by Mr. Hill. Alright, so Podrick Hill, it seems. And I'm gonna go with, Billiam Spade.
Billiam is certainly one of the names of all time.
It is definitely one of the names.
And I think you've identified Gideon Bell, actually.
Gideon Bell, potentially, but let me double check. Played croquet with, Aragon with Master Bell. Yes. I believe that Gideon is him, but I'm not quite positive.
Also, we can identify the Watchman. He's literally carrying his name around.
That's true. Arthur Faulkner.
So you can drag his name to
Faulkner.
pre-order.
Boom.
And Billiam Spade.
William Spade and Podrick Hill. There we are. So yeah, we have James Turner, Ergen Patu, unless it's Patu Ergen, but I think it's Ergen Patu because it said Clan Patu. Gideon Bell, which I'm pretty sure. Oh, right. He's alive, and he is literally the only one left. Gideon Bell, Alistair Cock with the bug eyes, Arthur Faulkner, William Spade, Podrick Hill, Leopold.
Well,
what was that?
That makes the victim Augustus, since
Yes. And we'll just figure out whether it's Leopold Blanchard or Augustus Blanchard.
and there's one last thing on the Watchman you needed to interact with.
Oh. A clean constable's pike. Okay. All right. An unfinished croquet match on a grass field. Chrysanthemum bushes. Rose bushes. Ah, the other way in. Very good. London Gazetteer. May 11th. Who will be the new Prime Minister? Election results. New Order Party, 36. Moderates, 32. Loyalists, 29. Well, this clearly means that what would... they have the same art style. From the dinner party.
Yeah.
The New Order Party have the most MPs, but it is clear the two old parties will form a coalition. This means either Loyalist leader Blanchard or moderate leader Valentine. Okay, so we can clearly see that the moderate guy is Valentine. Moderate leader Valentine. Yes, and there is no moderate here. Perfect. Augustus Valentine, which means Leopold Blanchard. Yes! Haha! Okay. Loyalist leader Blanchard, or moderate leader Valentine, will become the Prime Minister, leaving Lazarus Hearst and his party in the opposition. Ah, interesting. That is Lazarus Hearst. Okay, so he took over a cult, and now he's running a new party. And is the most popular party. Interesting. And he's riding on a giant... Chick?
Just hatched.
Just hatched? You can still see the shell. Because it is a new party, that figures. Versus a Pegasus and a... Griffin?
Griffin, yeah.
All chasing the Prime Minister's seat. Oh. Okay. Chess. Interesting positions. Tea room. 2 cups of spicy smelling tea. One almost emptied, and the other one untouched. Okay, well, now that we have all the names, okay, there are empty slots. We did say Augustus Valentine, correct? Yes. Augustus Valentine is the victim. The
button was murder weapon.
The boomerang is the murder weapon. The Salon, or would that have been, yeah. I'd call this the Salon and the other side the library.
Yep, that's how I read it.
Salon here, library there. Cool. The Salon is where he was murdered. Body was found by...
Well, that's where we have to look at the witness statements.
Yes. James... Actually, let's go back to Podrick. Woken by Lord Leopold and instructed to raise the alarm. Okay.
And let's look at Leopold's statement then.
Leopold. Woke up the butler. Entered the salon, found the body upon inspecting the weapon. Deduced that the Lemurian was the murderer. Instructed the butler to raise the alarm. Okay. Found the body.
So
Woke up the butler. They both agree. So I'm tempted to say that we agree that Leopold found the body.
all right.
Leopold Blanchard with his pink eye. Body was found by Leopold Blanchard. Hooray. Alright. Location of each suspect when the body was found. All right.
Well, the loyalist was obviously in the salon.
Yes. Was in the salon. And I guess the butler technically would have still been in the library, I think.
Yep.
All right. And now
we recheck statements.
We recheck statements. Ugh. All right. Leopold Blanchard. And you know what? I'm going to open up a notepad. Leopold Blanchard. Glass of sherry with James. Interesting, interesting. We don't see James further. As he was falling asleep, saw the Lemurian observing him. Saw Ergen Petu. Observing him. Woke up. Found the butler. Woke the butler. Found the body. Deduced
And raised the alarm.
Blamed Petu.
Based on a brilliant deduction that clearly the only person who could have used a Lemurian boomerang as a murder weapon was the Lemurian.
Yes. Told Butler to raise the alarm. Very good. There's Leopold Blanchard in my notes, so I can go back to them without needing to... without needing to flip back to this note every single time. Because it would be nice if it just copied it here as an extra piece, but whatever.
Oh. Bear in mind that Gideon is drugged for his testimony.
Yep. I guess I should add that. Leopold Blanchard. Excuse me. Nope. Sneeze doesn't want to come out? Doesn't want to come out. Leopold Blanchard. Drugged with, Puppy, right?
Yeah. Sleeping drug in cherry.
Black Poppy. Drugged with black poppy. Not poopy, poppy. Sleeping drug. Gideon Bell, we confirmed that he, rapid blinking, so he was drugged with Lemurian lichen.
Which is hyper concentration on one thing and loss of perception of time.
Concentration, loss of perception. All right, and his testimony. Croquet with Ergen in the morning. Bored and went to tea. House. Ergen drew his attention to the design of the chess house. Saw Lord Alistair Cock lecture the butler. Saw James Turner, right? Yes, James Turner. Saw James Turner. Not James Turner. James Turner. Come out of the chess house.
There's more than one James in him.
There are multiple James. Multiple James in him.
Yes.
Are you familiar with the line? You sons of bitches, multiple sons of multiple bitches.
What's that from?
I believe that is Angry Video Game Nerd.
Okay, well.
Saw James Turner come out of the chess house and send the butler away. As Aragon commented on the beauty of the chess house. Psalm, Alistair Cock, leave the chess house and return. Okay. There's Gideon's testimony.
How might Gideon's testimony might it be influenced by his drugging?
He is really fascinated with that chess house.
And furthermore, he has no concept of the passage of time.
That too. Yes.
So
yeah, relative times take with a grain of salt. How much time has actually passed?
Yes.
Actually, Patu doesn't have the same blinking or anything. So, back to the testimonies.
Well, take a look at if I may suggest, take a look at what Patu's carrying and at the tea house.
Okay. Patu. Spicy smelling ornamental box. Huh. Is the Lemurian lichen spicy? I mean, it does fit since he is from Lemuria.
Check out the tea house.
Brown stone slate steel. Prince,
so he clearly...
Prince. Clean Lemurian war club. Yeah, that is his own war club, as opposed to the boomerang that was taken from the display.
At some point, he went into the salon and took a seal because
he did,
and Gideon didn't notice a thing because he was hyper fixated on the. So.
Okay. Yes. 2 cups of spicy smelling tea, one almost empty, and the other one untouched. So, whoops. Go back inside, go to the booklet. I guess technically we don't need to since I have it written down, but 1 is accurate, 2 is accurate-ish. He didn't realize that, Aragon didn't drink his tea. Aragon drew his attention to the chess house, and then...
And Aragon clearly knew that Gideon would be totally fixated on the chess house, and...
Yep.
So he could do whatever after that point.
Pretty much, yes. So we have an unexplained bit of time. So, next on the list, Aragon drugged Gideon, pointed out the chess house, left, took the 11th clan seal,
which I'm sure is the Patu clan seal.
I would assume so as well. returned to tea house without Gideon, whoops, noticing. Okay. That seems good. Moving on. James Turner. James Turner, this is where, I think we may have some issues. Drink a glass of sherry with Leopold Blanchard. And we already know that's not true. Because one's empty, and the other is full. And plus it was drugged. And he most certainly is not experiencing effects of black poppy drugging.
So he put Leopold to sleep then, clearly.
Lie. Put Leopold to sleep. And if we jump up back to Leopold's testimony, he agreed that he had a glass of sherry with James. Drank a glass of sherry with Leopold Blanchard. Lie. But drugged Leopold. That's easier. Drugged Leopold. Alright. Went to the chess house. Found Alistair Cock and the butler. He got killed by ninjas. Nweiss, are you familiar with how ninjas came to be treated as invisible?
It's because, well, it's not quite how ninjas came to be treated as invisible, but the traditional black jammy outfit we associate with ninjas is actually a stagehand outfit for Japanese theater, which was meant to be, you're not meant to notice the stagehands as they're doing their thing because they're just,
they're just the stagehands. They're there to make sure that all the stage stuff is going correctly. All the effects happen.
Yes.
Yeah. And in one of the plays, one of the stagehands wasn't actually a stagehand. He was a ninja. And because he's wearing the black jammies, it means he's invisible to the audience, and he just assassinates one of the actors. Assassinates, of course, in quotes, as it's part of the play.
I see. That's so they dress the ninja as a stagehand because it's meant to be that he is creeping hidden through the scene until.
Yep.
Okay, that is I did not know about that little bit.
Yep, that's the little bit that it came from. That's why ninjas became associated with stagehand outfits and why they are supposed to be invisible, because stagehands are invisible, and that ninja, because he was a stagehand, was invisible according to the rules of theater.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yep. Okay. Anyway, back to James Turner. Went to the chess house, found Alistair Cock and the butler is Podrick Hill. Podrick Hill ordered the butler to clean up the library. Oh, and get rid of the bad sherry. Hey. Okay, okay. Spent the rest of the time playing chess with Alistair Cock until the alarm was sounded, or was raised. Master of the house, and led interrogation. There we go. Butler drank the sherry then. Doubt gumbo was a thing for that region. Definitely no gumbo there, but yes, Butler 100% drank the sherry, and we've already proven that because the sherry was drugged, and we see that Leopold Blanchard has a pink eye, which is the significance of the black poppy. Sleepiness, whites of eyes get a pink tint, and the butler also has pink eyes. So yes.
And the sherry bottle was dropped, so.
And the sherry bottle was dropped, yes. Mm-hmm. And both admit to the fact that the butler was passed out, just like Leopold Blanchard was passed out. Okay, after that, let's go back to the constable. So we had James Turner's testimony. Now let's go to Alistair Cock. Cock with an H, there we go. Practiced chess and educated the butler on his lack of military training. In the afternoon, Dr. James Turner arrived. Turner, not turned. Arrived. They played together, and he was close to winning when the alarm was raised. Okay. Podrick. Podrick Hill, correct? Yes, Podrick Hill. Podrick Hill served Alistair Cock in the chess house. Master arrived and instructed him to dispose of the sherry that he and Lord Leopold had drunk.
Sort of.
Sort of. Dispose of the drugged sherry there. Then to help Mr. Spade. The most on-point name ever. Spade the gardener. Found Leopold Blanchard asleep, suddenly overcome by dizziness. Lie. He actually drank the drugged sherry. Woken by Leopold. Told to raise the alarm. Saw the deceased in the salon. Boom. All right. And
so it looks like his testimony basically matches up with everyone and has one small lie in it.
Pretty much. He sampled the drugged sherry, and that's about the only lie there. All right. And last one, Billiam Spade. Certainly one of the names of all time, as you said.
It sure is.
Billiam Spade. Planted and pruned all morning by the Chris Bush. I'm not going to spell that entire thing out. Saw Gideon and Patu go behind the manor.
So presumably to the tea house.
Yep. Afternoon. Moved to Rosebush. Saw Lord Augustus leave the fountain around noon. Continued to work by the roses until the alarm was raised by Podrick Hill. Okay, so we have all of the testimony copied over, but I think we can fill this thing out. When the body was found, the gardener was by the flower beds, I'm going to say, but I will step... one of the two flower beds. There we go. He was by the flower beds. The butler was in the library. The doctor was playing chess. James Turner spent the rest of the time playing chess. The loyalist was in the salon. The general, that would have been
Alistair Cock.
Yes. There we are. Alistair Cock educated the butler on lack of military training. So the general was also at the chess house. The young man was at the tea house, and so was the prince. Yes! Alright. We got all of that. Now, let's start busting holes in the narrative. I guess also, I want to step outside. So the salon is over here, and it seems like they have curtains on the outside for some strange reason. Yeah. I wanted to comment on that earlier, but didn't.
Anyway. It's for reasons.
Yeah, so that you can't see the murder. That's my reason.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not the one I wanted. That's the map I wanted. Yeah, because we got the salon here, we got the little entry over here, and yeah, those outside curtains are not letting anyone see the scene of the murder from the outside. All right, now theory busting or story busting. Let's get to here. Leopold Blanchard. That one's pretty easy, and it seems like he's telling the truth. He had a glass of sherry with James. He saw Egan Patu observing him, and we do know that Egan Patu did come in, or Egan, not Egan. Ergen.
Ego Patu.
Or you know, when I go down to one time when I was going to San Diego, by the jetway at a gate, or at the gates to the plane, instead of San Diego, they replaced it with Sandy Eggo, like a Sandy Eggo waffle.
I have made that joke before. You know, San Diego just does not sound very appealing.
No, it doesn't. I really don't want sand in my highly processed waffle. All right, so Leopold had the drugged sherry with James. I mean, it's very obvious what's happening. James, who is part of the cult, either killed or had Augustus killed. We're not positive on that bit. And he blamed it on Leopold, and these are the two leaders of the other two parties, the loyalists and the moderates. And with both of them having a leadership crisis, the New Order Party would be, which was led by
Lazarus.
Lazarus. Lazarus Hurst. There we go. With the two gone, the leader of the moderates dead, and the leader of the loyalists arrested, then that would put Lazarus in good place to be prime minister. So, yes. Actually, you know what? Here. Early in the morning. Yeah, no. Not yet. Let's keep busting theories. And yeah, Leopold then woke up, found the butler, woke the butler, found the body, blamed Patou, and told the butler to raise the alarm. Simple enough.
He's not lying when he blames Patou, he's just being dumb.
Yes. Yes. And a moderate bit of racist. What other kind of person could kill someone with a boomerang? Obviously only one of those Lemurian savages.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is that. I think his story checks out. Seems to fit with everything else that we've gotten. So let's move on to the next one. Gideon Bell.
Oh, by the way,
yes.
Just click through everyone's not their witness statements, but what they're saying in the present moment. Okay, this is not useful, but you know.
Yes. This is such a mess. However, we'll clean the blood out of the rug. Also not helpful. Ha, Leopold, your plan to frame Patou is sublime, but your missing button is more than enough proof that you did it. Constable, please escort this man out. Yes, that was the other thing that I wanted to mention. He counterframed Leopold by cutting off his button and planting it on Augustus.
Yes.
Anyway, continuing on, Gideon, played croquet in the morning, bored, went to the tea house, got drugged, Aragon drew his attention to the chess house, and then he was fully focused on the chess house and not paying attention to anything else. Saw Alistair Cock lecturing the butler. Then he saw James Turner come out of the chess house, send the butler away, as Ergen commented on the beauty of the chess house and returned. Or as Ergen returned. Okay. Saw Alistair Cock leave the chess house and return. And hang on. Gideon Bell bored and went to the tea house. Ergen drew his attention to the design of the chess house. Saw Lord Alistair Cock lecture the butler. And just to remind ourselves, Alistair Cock is the beady-eyed guy with the jowls. Not beady-eyed. Bug-eyed with jowls. Bug-eyed with jowls. Who is a general, apparently. Saw Lord Alistair Cock lecture the butler. Saw James Turner come out of the chess house. And send the butler away, as Ergen commented on the beauty of the chess house. Saw Alistair Cock leave the chess house and return. Okay. So there is, I'm going to jump over to Alistair Cock. Practiced chess and educated the butler on his lack of military training. That adds up. In the afternoon, Dr. James Turner arrived. They played together and he was close to winning when the alarm was sounded. Okay. We have a conflict. Alistair doesn't mention leaving and coming back to the chess house. So he did something. What he did, I can't say. Perhaps he was the one. He was the one that actually did the deed, or perhaps he was the one that planted the button, or both. We'll see. And I think I know. I think I know the testimony that will let us disambiguate this, and it's related to Ergen Patu's time inside of the salon and library. Okay, so let's continue on. James Turner. Actually, hang on. Saw Alistair Cock leave and return. So yes, Alistair Cock has definitely included that lie in his testimony. James Turner drank a glass of sherry with Leopold Blanchard. Lie, he was actually drugging Leopold. Went to the chess house, found Alistair Cock and Podrick Hill, ordered the butler to clean the library and get rid of the bad sherry, and it does seem like Podrick went to the library and got the bad got himself drugged on the bad sherry. Spent the rest of the time playing chess with Alistair Cock until the alarm was raised. Again, a lie, because Alistair Cock went back into the salon. So now I believe Alistair Cock is the killer, but we will still figure it out a little bit later after confirming the rest of the theories. So yes, James Turner, that part was a lie. He didn't mention Alistair. All right, we went through Alistair, practiced chess. In the afternoon, James Turner arrived, and they played together. He was close to winning. Yes, that's a lie. Also, actually, speaking of close to winning, I'll admit to not really wanting to look too closely. Is that really one side close to winning? Maybe.
All I know is this board position is a fucking mess, is what it looks like to me.
I completely agree on the fucking mess. That is crazy. Also, how do you advance the black pawn that far forward? Unprotected. And basically threaten the queen. But it's unprotected. So the queen can just take it, or the rook could take it, or the rook could have taken it who knows how many turns ago.
This is a really weird chess position.
Yeah, I don't think we were supposed to take too much, put too much effort into figuring out if this is a real chess position or not. Okay, so, whether he was close to winning or not, we don't care. We can just say that they were in a very weird position. Alright, Podrick Hill. Now, the other thing is that Podrick Hill was... Right, he was sent away, but he drank the sherry. So yes, he served Alistair Cock in the chess house. Master arrived, instructed him to dispose of the drugged sherry, then to help Mr. Spade. Found Leopold Blanchard asleep, suddenly overcome by dizziness. Lie, he drank the drugged sherry. Woken by Leopold, told to raise the alarm, and saw the deceased in the salon. Simple enough. And final story...
It's a lie covering something that's barely even a transgression, honestly. I mean, it's not like his master wanted to keep the sherry that he drank. So
True. William Spade, planted and pruned all morning by the chrysanthemum bushes. Nope. We're here by the chrysanthemum bushes. Saw Gideon and Patu go behind the manor. I guess, yeah. Out of line of sight. What was that?
They went from the croquet, which he could see, to the tea house, which he couldn't.
Yes. Just barely. Like, I mean, if he stepped over here, from this side of the bushes, he could see it. But if he was on this side of the bushes, he certainly couldn't. Saw Gideon and Patu go behind the manor. Afternoon, moved to the rose bush and saw Lord Augustus leave the fountain around noon. Continued to work by the roses until the alarm was raised by Podrick Hill. Okay. And he can't see inside because the windows are blocked. So, yeah. Oh, yes. I remember what I wanted to check. Here. I hope the host did not notice me when he was leaning over the sleeping iPad. And the solution has been found. While Ergen Patu was in here stealing the seal, probably the Patu clan seal, the host, James Turner, was leaning over Leopold Blanchard to cut off the button so that he could later frame him. And then Ergen Patu left. Turner had gone back to play chess, sent out Alistair Cock to come back into the salon when Augustus came in around noon from the fountain, kill him with the boomerang, plant the button on his hand, and then go back and keep playing chess. That is what I believe happened. Let's get going.
Okay.
Yeah, I do not like this. Early in the morning, blank. Drugged. Okay. Early in the morning, James Turner drugged Leopold Blanchard. In the library and stole a button. Meanwhile, in the Lemurian seal. Okay. Meanwhile, in the tea house, Ergen Patu drugged Gideon Bell and stole a Lemurian seal from the Salon. In the Salon, around noon, and Alistair Cock killed Augustus Valentine and planted the button on him to frame Leopold Blanchard. Yes! Woo! All right. That was fun. That was.
They have some pretty good puzzles in this, don't they?
They did. I was not happy just with the list, not because it's bad, but because I really wish that they just gave us a copy that we could quickly reference instead of needing to go into the constable's journal. But yeah, that worked out amazingly well. You could see everything that didn't fit together, and it just worked perfectly. So yeah, let's go back to the scenario selection. Ooh, you have proven that I can trust you. Here is the Brotherhood's artifact, which I removed from the traitor Keen. I set it to take heat from this cup of water. Then I change the symbols and make the idol give that heat to something else. But there is so much more that the idol can do. Okay. So, oh. Hold on. Walter Keane is the one that brought Lazarus into the conspiracy, or into the cult. And here's Lazarus now saying that Keane is a traitor and he removed the idol from him. Okay. Interesting. Wait. Okay. If I move the mouse just past the oh wow.
Can the idol slice up potatoes into French fries? Also makes julienne fries. Will not break.
No, of all things, I don't think it can actually slice potatoes. I don't think slice is one of the options that it has. Yeah, it's not one of the verbs. At least not in any of the verbs that we've seen so far. Alright, let's take a peek at chapter 4. And yeah, these are the last 2 chapters of the regular story. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing the next episode, starting up chapter 4. Until then, please.
The New Order.
Yes, the New Order. The other political party. The one that won the most amount of MPs. Anyway, yeah, we'll worry about the New Order next time. The New World Order. Until then, please like, follow, subscribe. Check me out on Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, and Kick. Bring money in the description as always, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Bye-bye.